Levis Sne traded to the Tennessee Titans. Originally, he was supposed to go to the Colts, but contract talks fell through. He wanted a lot of money, so the Colts didn't feel comfortable paying him that. And even with this trade, initially the trade did fall through. But then it picked up again, and eventually the Titans buckled up and paid him those zeros. It's a good move, man. This is a clear indication that the Titans want to be competitive this year. I think that's a bold move considering they're in a division with the Texans, and Colts looked pretty good last year. And you still got the Jags too, who definitely underachieved a lot last year. In my opinion, they're easily the fourth best team in the AFC South, but fair play to them. They want to be competitive. They want to win this year because I don't really think you make a move like this unless you want to win this year. That's why this move is kind of surprising. I get it from the Colts' perspective because they were good with Gardner Minshew last year, and if Anthony Richardson is healthy and good to go, I feel like they'll be a fringe playoff team again. I really wanted him to go to the Lions too for that reason, because I just think if you're a competitive team and you're a team close, I feel like adding a solid corner like Levis Sneed is a solid move. But as far as reality and the Tennessee Titans, I think Will Levis is interesting. I think he has potential. I don't know if he'll live up to that potential. I really don't know if the new coach is going to bring the best out of him. And in today's NFL, you really only have a limited leash before the team moves on from you. So I'm hoping the best for Will Levis and the Titans, but I'm really not sure. As far as this trade goes, the Chiefs are expected to receive a 2025 third-round pick, in addition to a 2024 seventh-round pick swap for Sneed. We still don't know the exact number. I'm sure when I post this video, the number of the contract will be released. I feel like the Titans haven't had a good cornerback in a while, so I think Sneed will obviously be a great addition to that defense. A lot of people are calling him overrated online, and I know kind of the armchair critics. Fair play to them, because we'll see if he's really overrated this year, because he's the number one guy, and there's going to be expectations on him this year. He's not going to be on that elite Chiefs defense. He's going to be all alone on the Titans defense, and we'll see what he's got. We'll see if he improves the play of people around him. And we'll really see if he's overrated or if he's really about it. I'm excited to see it. I think he's a solid corner. We'll see what happens. This isn't the only corner the Titans acquired this offseason. They also signed Awuzie to a 3-year, $36 million deal. So they're definitely trying to address that cornerback position. We'll see if they do it some more in the draft. The Titans are being really aggressive this offseason. The general manager, Rand Carthon, also signed Calvin Ridley and Tony Pollard. They really want to go for it this year. I don't know if that's the right move to be aggressive and to get these guys, but we'll see if it pays off. But regardless what I think, Tony Pollard is... Obviously, they had a need at the running back position after not re-signing Derrick Henry, which I think was the right move. I really think they should have traded him last trade deadline, if not earlier. It was just time. But Tony Pollard is interesting because he had an awful year last year with the Cowboys, and I really think that was due to not being healthy, because that was a big injury he suffered against the 49ers in that playoff game, and I just feel like he never really got his feet under him at all last year. I think he's definitely a good fit. He's kind of like that two-way RB where he could not only run it, but he's also a great pass catcher. I think that's great for a guy like Will Levis, where Tony Pollard will always be a backdoor option, an easy check down. I hope he bounces back. Tony Pollard was electric when he was healthy a few years ago. I even remember having him on fantasy football. He went off 2 years ago. I hope he goes off again. Good player when healthy. We'll see what happens. Not only that, but they added Calvin Ridley. Again, kind of another like risky move because Calvin Ridley was fine last year. He put up respectable numbers, but after a 2-year absence, there definitely was a drop off. I don't know how much production you're really going to see from a guy like Calvin Ridley. I know they have Hopkins and Ridley, and that's a pretty decent 1-2 punch right there at the receiver position. But I don't know. They give him they gave him a pretty large contract, and funny enough, it's almost identical to the number that AJ Brown asked for right before they traded him. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that was the move. They obviously really screwed up with trading AJ Brown. I really still don't understand that trade at all. I mean, who would you rather have as a receiver right now? Calvin Ridley or AJ Brown? It's not even a question. It's not even a question. So again, two little questionable offensive moves right there with two guys that have pretty big question marks in my opinion. We'll see what the Titans do in the draft. I'm kind of curious now, considering that they really want to win and be competitive this year. Overall, to summarize, I'm not sure if that's the move, but fair play to them. I can't really hate or talk down on a team or a GM or a coach that's trying to get after it. So let's see if they do. Let's see if they do surprise everyone in the league this year. And what if they do look good? What if they do almost make the playoffs or make the playoffs? I guess we'll find out soon enough. So let me know what y'all think about these moves. Do you like Sneed to Tennessee, or did you want to see him somewhere else? What do you think about Ridley and Tony Pollard as well? For now, that's all I got. Peace.
The Chargers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good feeling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
The Chargers have it at the 44. Oh, and almost picked off that time.